All right, so if you're interested in boats like me, you're gonna love this video. I'm gonna give you a tour of the 38.1 Oceanis by Beneteau. Today is Saturday. We're gonna take the boys out on this beautiful boat. I'm gonna charter, I'm gonna be the captain. This is my first time selling this boat. I usually sell like a 35 foot, which is what I had for about a year and a half. But today we're gonna take this beautiful boat out. So kind of walk around here, show you the boat. We're in the bow, as you can see. You got the jib right here. What makes this boat unique, like a lot of the newer boats actually, it has a furling mainsail, kind of like the jib, which is the front sail. A lot of the older boats, like these two here on the side, these have like I'm not sure what kind of sail the mainsail is called, but you lift it from the bottom all the way to the top. So the way this mainsail works is that it's inside the mast. So this big tall thing up here in the middle of the boat is called the mast, and it's connected to the keel, which is a very heavy piece of iron below the boat, which is kind of like a hydrofoil. And it basically connects the mast to the keel. So the way this works is that this whole mainsail is wrapped around like the jib, but inside of this mast. It makes life a lot easier. You just have to be careful when you put it back in that it's nice and tight. So we'll make sure that we take care of that when we go out today. But I've never sailed with a furling main, so I'm excited to try it out, see how it works. We're definitely going to reef today because we're going to have some very strong winds from 16 to 20 knots, up to 28 knots of gust out in the Santa Monica Bay. So I'm super excited for a great boys sail trip. But let me show you around. We're here in Marina Del Rey. This is the world's largest man-made marina. And the owners of this boat is Neos. They have a fleet of Beneteaus that they have on a program called Sail Time. Why don't you come on in and show the viewers what you have here on the back of the boat. So you have two helms basically. So if just kind of depending on the point of sail, right? So if the boat is leaning this way, you're probably going to want to be right here like this and use this steering wheel. You don't want to be on this side, right? But on this side you have all the navigation. You have the throttle. So when you're coming out of the marina, you're probably going to be on this side. But when you're out there, sailing out in the ocean, depending on where you're going, you're going to be on this side or that side. What I love about this boat is that these two guys lift up on both sides, and they lock up over here, and now you have a really big area to kind of entertain. These two metal wires come off and they attach right here. You have a really large swim platform with 2 steps. So you have a really large area to kind of hang out in the hot summer months. We're in the winter right now, a little bit colder, even though we are going to do a polar plunge, which we'll show you later on in the video. You got the Magma barbecue, very, very popular. This one has a cool bimini, which I love. It just makes the area feel a lot cozier. You have plenty of space here for a cooler and whatnot. This here is some storage, and I love this here too. So you have room to probably sit 3 people comfortably over here, probably 2 over here. So you got what, 3, 6, 8, 10 people here pretty comfortably. Today we're going to take about 8 people on this boat. But this is a great area to entertain. Obviously, when we're out sailing in 18 knots of wind, these are going to be down because we're not going to be eating with all that wind out there. So why don't you come out to the back and show them this kind of view, looking from back here forward. Let me know your thoughts, guys. And also, if you want more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button, send me a comment, hit the like button as well. We usually do luxury property homes, but I love boating, so I always like to throw in some boat tours if we're going to be out on the water. So this is the view you get if you're at the helm. So I'm sure we'll have some people driving the boat today. I'll be teaching them. You have 2 winches. You have a winch on either side of the boat. This is on the starboard side, which is the right side of the boat if you're looking from the back to the forward. And then you have on this side, which is the port side, you have this other winch. These winches control the jib, which is the front sail. So if you're going to be tacking, you're going to be releasing one side and tightening the other side. And then you have these 2 winches right here. and these 2 winches are gonna control all the lines for the mainsail. So you got the boom, which is this piece right here, and then you have the furling mainsail. So you control all that through these cleats.
What did he say?
Cleats. These are not called cleats. I forgot what these are called, but these winches.
Wait a minute.
So come on in. Let me show you the inside of this boat. So this is a 2019. This boat goes for about, I think, you know, kind of depend on how you fit the boat, from $180,000 to about to $250,000. I'm not sure how much this exact model costs, but this one has 3 cabins. You have the forward cabin here, which is kind of like the primary. It's a good sized bed. I wouldn't say it's a queen, but you can definitely sleep 2 people here pretty comfortably. I do like the space. I've been again on the 35 foot, and that one it's much smaller. But this one has a lot of room. You got 2 windows on both sides. You got a mirror there. You have plenty of lights. You have pretty decent headroom here, which is nice. A lot more than the 35 foot. You got 2 closets. You have a nice window up here. In the hot summer days, you open this up and just let the breeze come in, which is pretty cool. This is the saloon right here. Pretty good sized saloon. You can probably fit about, I would say, 5 people. And then, you know, the other people that are going to be hanging out can be outside. But if they're going to be hanging out down here, great spot to dine. You have a pretty cool galley here. You have your sink, your two range stove. Pretty decent amount of storage here. Pretty good amount of counter space. Lots of windows, which is really awesome. I love all the natural light that comes into these boats. I also like the height of this boat. It's a lot taller than the 35 foot. And again, as the bigger boats you get, the wider the beam. The beam is the widest part of the boat. But this is pretty good size. On the 35 foot, you probably have like 2 inches less. So there's a lot of times where you're kind of ducking down, which is kind of uncomfortable. You have your fridge right here. You have your kind of nav station right here. So if you're planning out a trip and you're going to plot your course, you kind of sit down here. You have some storage space here. You have your electronics here. Your stereo, you have all the other ones here. You got your winches, you got more storage here, which is nice. So you got plenty of storage in this boat. You got like a coat closet.
And another one.
Here, and more storage in this one. So again, this one has 2 back cabins. Some boats only have 1 back cabin, or I think it's called aft cabin, if I'm going to be correct with all the boating terms. Some have an extra shower here or more storage room, but this actually has 2 cabins. So again, you can sleep probably 2 people here, 2 people here, 2 in front, that's 6. And then this also turns into a sleeping bed. So these poles down below here, there's some shorter poles, and then this table drops, and then you have cushions. So you can sleep another 2 people here. So you got 2, 4, 6, 8 people here. 8 people on this boat would probably be a little bit uncomfortable for like a 3-day, 4-day trip, probably max. But anything longer than that is probably too small for that size group. I think this boat is great for a couple with kids, or maybe like 2 couples. It's perfect. You have your head right here, pretty small. Also acts as a shower as well. And that's it, guys. Why don't we walk outside? It's a cloudy day. It's supposed to get cleared up, which I'm pretty excited about. And again, I'm even more excited about having strong winds today. So it's going to be an awesome day. If you guys want more content like this, like I said, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and if you have any comments, and leave a comment down below. I'll see you guys later. Bye.